I have to say this. We have top players, and I'm sorry, I'm a bit arrogant. We have a top manager. Again, please don't call me arrogant, because what I'm saying is true. I'm European champion, so I'm not one of the bottle. I think I'm a special one.
Benfica and Madrid will play again after the chaos of that league phase match. But can Mourinho actually beat Real Madrid again? And what tactics did he use to trap them in the last match? Let's see how Madrid comes first. There are already a few important absences shaping the tone before the ball even rolls, because Rodrigo and Asensio won't be available for the first leg. And that second absence could quietly matter more than it seems, given that Madrid's other centre-backs haven't been at their most reliable lately. Add to that the memory of the league phase meeting, where Benfica matched and often surpassed Real Madrid in intensity, and the tie already carries a subtle tension. On paper, Madrid may look slightly favoured to advance, especially with the return leg at the Santiago Bernabeu, yet facing a side coached by Jose Mourinho is never routine. His teams tend to grow sharper in knockout scenarios, and there's even a quiet narrative hovering in the background. If he were to eliminate Madrid, you can imagine Florentino Perez at least reflecting on the idea of bringing him back someday. All of that frames the tactical story that already began in their previous meeting. That match was structured almost schematic. Most of Madrid's attacking activity flowed down the left, where Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, and Kylian Mbappé combined frequently, creating triangles and quick passing lanes that let them progress. When Vinicius held the width, Bellingham often drifted into the channel between him and Mbappé, offering a connection point that linked build-up with penetration. On the opposite flank, Franco Mastantuono usually stayed wide to stretch the line, while either Federico Valverde or Arda Güler moved inside, which effectively left Madrid circulating possession with three players forming the rest defense behind the attack. The shape gave them numbers forward, but it also meant that losing the ball could expose space quickly. Benfica's approach was designed precisely to exploit that risk. They defended in a very deep, compact structure that resembled a 4-2-4 without the ball, with the forwards working hard to press at specific moments rather than constantly. The block stayed narrow and disciplined, protecting the central corridor and allowing Madrid to have the wings. That wasn't a flaw, it was deliberate. Wide circulation was tolerated because the penalty area remained crowded, and central passes were difficult to complete cleanly. Even their strikers functioned almost like reference points in midfield space, occupying lanes so that any attempted vertical pass could be intercepted or rushed. That setup shaped the rhythm. Madrid often had the ball and territory, yet progression into decisive zones was limited. When they forced central combinations, turnovers left them open, and Benfica could break into the space behind Madrid's advanced structure. One of those transitions led directly to a goal, reinforcing how carefully the plan had been constructed. Güler, meanwhile, tried to accelerate Madrid's attacks with ambitious passes into the box, while Bellingham focused more on vertical distribution to keep tempo high. There were also rotations up front, with Vinicius occasionally swapping positions with Bellingham or Mbappé, subtle movements meant to disturb defensive references.
In all your years in football, you've seen and been a part of quite a few things.
I used to say, for me, everything is déjà vu, but this one is the first time.
All of that makes the upcoming match feel less like a fresh encounter and more like a continuation. Madrid know their left side mechanisms can generate superiority, but they also know Benfica are comfortable defending deep and waiting for the right moment to strike. Benfica understand that sustaining that discipline for two legs is demanding, especially away from home, yet they've already shown they can disrupt Madrid's rhythm. The tactical balance is delicate, the margins likely small, and while Madrid may still be slight favourites overall, the tie looks set to be decided not by reputation, but by which side adapts better to what they've already learned about the other. All right, guys, That's it for today's video. Leave in the comments what would you like me to talk about on the next video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Turn on the notification bell so you will never miss an upload. I'll see you in the next one.